Like any successful company, Elon Musk's Tesla has had a long history of fascinating employee troubles, which is often information theft. The first one that comes to mind was in 2018 when Tesla sued one of its employees for leaking trade secret information to third parties. The employee, who was eventually identified as Martin Tripp, was a process technician in the company's battery production factory near Reno. According to court documents, Tripp was sued for $1 million. The lawsuit claimed that Tripp wrote some computer codes that periodically exported data off Tesla's network directly to some unidentified third parties. Before the leak was discovered, Tripp has successfully transferred gigabytes of data to rivals. Tesla, of course, further claimed that Tripp violated his NDA to release company data and trade secrets as retaliation for being assigned to a new role in the company. In response to Tripp's actions, Musk tweeted that there's more, but the action of a few bad apples will not stop Tesla from reaching its goals. With 40,000 people, the worst 1 in 1,000 will have issues. That's still 40 people. Further investigation showed that Tripp's data breach actually cost the company. For instance, part of the leak information included a video of Tesla's manufacturing procedures, lots of confidential images, etc. The reports also showed that Tesla incurred a loss of nearly $167 million in its stock values following Tripp's actions. After a prolonged public trial, Tripp was ordered by the court to pay $400,000 as part of a settlement to Tesla. Tripp made one last grasp attempt to fight Tesla by filing a defamation counterclaim. The presiding judge, of course, dismissed the claim, saying Tripp has already shown himself as untrustworthy during the investigation process. Not surprisingly, there's been a lot more employees after Martin Tripp was exposed for data theft. Tesla has been forced to set up an entirely independent security department dedicated to creating a simple and ruthless way to track these leaks. To show its commitment, the new security team forwarded a warning letter to all Tesla employees to remind them of the non-disclosure agreement they signed and the consequences of leaking company information. The consequence, of course, was that employees caught would immediately be fired and are liable to a lawsuit depending on the information they steal. The team also encouraged employees to bring any issues they might have from the press for proper action. Of course, this strong warning fell on deaf ears because the letter ended up being leaked to a major news outlet the same week. With Tesla's electric rise to the top of the automobile industry, rival companies, the press, and even the public have resorted to putting pressure on Tesla employees and ex-employees to get a major scoop on the company's operations, technologies, and finances. These scoops are often trade secrets or company finance documents gotten to paint Tesla's success in a bad light, or usually to sabotage the company. A more recent example of an employee stealing at Tesla is Alex Yatskov, a thermal engineer hired in January 2022 as part of a team to build Tesla a cooling system for its in-house supercomputer. The supercomputer, known as Dojo, was developed to handle the company's massive amount of data and also to improve the performance of the autonomous driving software Tesla uses in its cars. However, without an efficient cooling system, the supercomputer cannot do its job well. But what does Yatsko do? He ends up illegally transferring confidential information to his computer from Tesla's domain, and then he works for a few months before quitting on the 5th of May this year. Following an investigation, Bloomberg reported that Yatskov returned a dummy laptop to Tesla's security team to cover his tracks after he was confronted about the theft. Tesla ended up filing a lawsuit against Yatskov to force him to return proprietary data in his possession. The company also stated in the court filings that it wasn't sure how Yatskov managed to collect confidential information about the company in the first place. By the way, don't forget to leave a like if you're enjoying the video. Tesla has also sued various ex-employees who leveraged some of the company's inside information to secure better jobs at rival companies like Rivian and Zoox. A good case of this was in late 2018 when the company sued Guangxi Cao for copying its autopilot source code onto his device. According to Tesla, Cao copied over 300,000 files of codes from his work computer shortly before joining the Chinese-based Xiaoping Motors Technology Company Limited. And with Tesla building a major automobile assembly facility in Shanghai, China, it is in direct competition with Xiaoping Motors, among other major electric vehicle manufacturers. Due to the alarming rate, Tesla employees were defecting to rival companies. Tesla decided to start filing lawsuits against the companies involved in the act. So in 2020, Tesla finally filed a lawsuit against Rivian. According to court documents on the lawsuit, Tesla showed proof that its ex-employees that joined Rivian stole important next-generation battery technology, which is essential for making Tesla electric vehicles. Interestingly, Rivian responded in a filing that there simply was not enough evidence to justify Tesla's claims. But in January 2021, Tesla was back suing employees again. This happened shortly after the company discovered that a newly hired software engineer by the name of Alex Katilov stole 26,000 confidential Tesla files. In a press release following the lawsuit, Tesla claimed the brazen theft took place 3 days after Katilov was hired. In the statement, Tesla claimed that the stolen computer scripts took the company years to develop and that it would have provided rival competitors with a roadmap of Tesla's innovative plans. In his defense, Katilov claimed he only tried to transfer a couple of personal administrative documents despite being caught hastily trying to delete files in his computer by Tesla's security team. Katilov even told the New York Post he was simply trying to back up the software files on his work computer, but it mistakenly ended up in his Dropbox. He also said he had no idea he was being sued by Tesla and that he was shocked when the lawsuit came in. Of course, not all Tesla employees sell trade secrets and information that they steal. In April 2019, an employee threatened to leak business information he had stolen. Another similar incident was in May 2019 when a Tesla employee simply released production numbers and information through his Twitter account. In both instances, the employees were quickly identified and fired without any lawsuit. Also, in 2020, an employee was caught having some involvement with a group of Russian hackers who were looking to steal sensitive information from Tesla's mainframe computers. Elon Musk further clarified that the hackers offered the employee nearly $1 million to install malware that would give them access to the necessary computers. The hackers' plan, according to Musk, was to blackmail Tesla into paying over $4 million to get the information back. Luckily, the FBI intervened and all personnel involved in the cyber attack were arrested. It's also worth mentioning that trade secrets and proprietary data are not the only things employees steal from Tesla. Around April of this year, a man based in California by the name of Philip James pleaded guilty in court to acting as a middleman for Tesla employees who stole MacBooks from the company. From the court filings, James claimed that he paid around $1,600 to $2,250 for each Apple MacBook he bought from the employees. And although not all Tesla employees engaging in the theft were exposed, James did confirm that Corey Beck, who worked in Tesla's IT department in Palo Alto, sold about 100 company MacBooks to him. The issue of data theft and information leaks in Tesla is probably never going away for a long time. And with employees not appearing fazed enough by the threats of lawsuits, Tesla's security team has had to come up with several brilliant methods to catch leakers. One of these methods was described by Elon Musk in reply to a Twitter user who was curious about how Tesla manages to quickly identify and catch the employees who often steal and leak the company's data to news outlets theft by employees. According to Elon Musk, at times identical emails containing important information are sent to employees. However, each email has sentences coded with 1 or 2 spaces. These spaces form a pattern unique to each employee. So if an employee releases company emails to news outlets, when this method is used, the security team easily decodes the news page to identify the unique ID of the employee. Musk also stated that his executives are not always in on the plans to root out erring employees and that Tesla's security team has absolute authority to prosecute anyone caught stealing company data. For more Elon Musk and Tesla videos, please subscribe and turn on post notifications.